Hi, I know I haven't talked in a long time in a video, but this is a big update and I thought it was worth it, so just want to clear up why. So, Ben 10,000 is finally out at the time of recording. For me, it's the 12th, but he will be for you. So I'm going to start this video by going through everything in this update. Then, I'll be showing off Ben 10,000, and I have an announcement at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So, first off, obviously, is Ben 10K. It's a whole new set, and the first set in the game with 10 aliens. Now, because of that, there had to be some compromises, which we'll get to. So we have Ben 10,000, then we have an Omnitrix City upgrade. So the Omnitrix City Freedom has received some new updates that just make it a bit more fun and make it work with Ben 10,000. I've also added races. I'll be showing those off in a bit in this video and a bit in other videos, probably. Then there's a new arena called District 10,000. And 2 new free roam maps. They'll be showing off in other videos, but I might give sneak peeks in this one. So, let's start with Ben 10,000. Here he is. He's also the first set that has not normal Ben Tennyson in it. So he has a couple new attributes as well. So here he is. You see he's got the, the watch and everything. I will say, he does have a little bit of customization. His skin tone and hair change, as well as his Omnitrix color, like the energy color. Everything else is sandstone. Well, except one thing. I think the input is down or up. Is it up? There it is. If you hit, well, I guess I just show up a special. He has a special move, guys. Here it is. Sorry. He can throw null void eggs. So there you go. There's that. But he has a special little Easter egg. If you tap the up button 5 times, then he will toggle on the previous version of his outfit, the one from the first episode he appeared in. So there's that. Now let's get into his attacks. First off, here we go. He just has a string. His last one sends enemies back, unlike, the normal Ben 10. He's also more powerful, of course, and he has these 2 kicks. He also has a dodge. And here's the cool thing. You guys are going to love this. He can fly with the hoverboard. This took a lot of work to get right, but I think this is really nice. And so, just so you can see the speed of this, let me switch the map. Let's go to Snowy. Look at this thing. And I can, if you hit R1, you boost it. Look how fast you can go in this. And you use L2 and R2 to go up and down. And the left stick turns and decides the acceleration. This is, like, genuinely one of my favorite parts of this update. I just love flying around with this hoverboard. So there you go. He can also throw null void eggs while on this, behind him, so there's that. Okay, now, I know what you guys really care about is the aliens. So here you go. Lots have been reskinned, and lots have been given new attacks and special moves. First off, we have Accelerate. As you can see, he's gone a reskin. Besides that, he's just the same as your standard Accelerate, so nothing that interesting with him. Then we have, oh wait, I'm wrong. Okay, in the normal set 1 where you play as Accelerate, when he sprints in midair, he doesn't actually go fast. Now he does. That was in the game. You see how he keeps the same momentum? That was originally added so that you couldn't use that to just like skip over platforming sections. So now there's no worry for that, so you can just jump as fast as you want. Then we have Wild Mutt. Obviously he's gonna reskin. And a tail. That's all he's gotten, Then we have Heat Blast. Heat Blast has a couple new things. For one, obviously a reskin, but 2, a couple of his attacks have been slightly retooled. I had to change some of them to account for his slightly different proportions. He also has a bigger blast radius with this attack now, his second offshoot. But the big thing is he can fly too. I know a lot of you wanted to be able to fly around with Heat Blast, and I was finally able to add it, and it is really, really fun. This took a lot of work to get right, so I hope you like it. Next up is Cannonbolt. Nothing's new with him besides the reskin, of course. Then we have Arctiguana. Here you go. He looks just the same because, he appeared in the Ben 10,000 episode, so he doesn't need a reskin. Then Diamond Head. Reskin, of course, but also, he has a new attack. That one, his second offshoot, it's been changed. I did this because his normal second offshoot attack is kind of weird, so I just wanted to change it up and see, you know, what I could do. So there you go. And he has two other changes. One is you can cancel a glide now by hitting circle. The reason this wasn't in normally is because you can use like an exploit if you want to get really high with it. It's hard to explain, but there's, again, no reason for like leveling balancing, so you can cancel out of gliding now. And then lastly, he has a new special move. I think that's the left one? Yeah. Well, back to Ben. But he just shoots a giant pillar of diamonds into the air. It's very costly because it deals a ton of damage, but it looks really nice. Then there's Forearms, and isn't this so cool? Like 10 aliens, right? I think it's pretty cool. Forearms has a new second offshoot attack, obviously also being reskinned. His second offshoot attack, he slams into the ground instead. So there you go. Then, oh wait! There's another thing. This was suggested on the Discord. You should join that, by the way. He can charge up a leap. I think that's R2 and X. Oh no, it's R1 and X. Okay, there you go. Look at that! Isn't that nice? This is, I don't know. I haven't been able to like test it out a bunch, but I think this is really fun. I think you guys are gonna like that. So you can leap really far with Forearms now. Before, the only way to do this was by using his one special move, but it didn't really get you that far. But look at that! Here, let's switch up the map. Let's go with this one. Why not? Next, we have Atomics. No reskin for him, but he can also fly now. Well, he already was able to fly, but now he can fly differently. Look at this! Okay, I feel like this actually deserves a different map. Sorry, let's go with this one. Look at that! So the way this works is the camera is locked in front of him now, and you rotate with the left stick and with the right stick. The right stick rolls, and the left one does the other movements, and then you use R1 to boost. And R2 is your acceleration. So 3 flying aliens in the set. I think that's pretty cool. And then there's 2 left. The next one up is the only new alien in the set. Wholly new alien. And I really like this guy. It's Spitter. I don't know why, but everyone on the Discord wanted Spitter in the game, and he fit here perfectly, so here he is. Honestly, he's probably like top 3 in the game for me. Like top 3 aliens. His combo is just incredible. So here's what's interesting about him. He has a 3-hit combo, no offshoot attacks, and each one of these hits can stun enemies. Oops, well, there's another one of the special moves. I didn't mean to hit that. Each of these attacks stuns enemies. Now, the reason he does this is because his whole archetype is, for one, he has a bunch of health, and for 2, it's about stunning enemies to get them far away from him so we can shoot them with his slime. I'll show this off with enemies in a second. So there you go, he has a 3-hit attack, and then we have his special moves. This one, Gunk Puddle, creates a pool of slime on the ground that slows enemies. This one has him surf on the slime, much like Water Hazard special move. This is so fun. I think this is a really nice way of giving him speed while also still being like a huge brute. Then we have here, where he makes a slime wave, and this is insane. It works much differently than I intended, and I just haven't changed it, so it's a bit weird, but I think it's nice. And then this one, which I just accidentally showed, Spitstorm. So let's spawn in some enemies. This is, if you haven't seen this is sandbox mode, by the way. It's pretty cool. So I'll just get some enemies in here, wherever I want. Okay. Now let's show this off. Look at that! You see that? You can just knock them away like they're nothing. It makes you feel incredibly powerful. And so the goal is you swap them away, then you use the slime. I think it's a pretty fun dynamic. And then let's say the slime wave. Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, still, look at that! And I was able to finish them off pretty easily. And you look, it captures the enemies in the slime wave. There you go. So his combat's incredible in my opinion, so I think you can have a lot of fun time with him. Then lastly, way big. So to get this model swap to work, it took a lot of effort and a lot of finicky things, meaning all of his attacks and some of his special moves have had wholly new animations basically. So these are still similar attacks, but the actual animations themselves are different. So you'll have like a bit of a refreshing experience. Same with his offshoot attacks as well, I believe. Oh, actually he doesn't have offshoot attacks. He has a 3-hit combo with square and a 3-hit combo with triangle. There you go. Now, there you go, and then we have this one. No, okay, sorry, wait. I didn't mean to show that so early. We have this one, and then this one. Now, the attack I accidentally just showed was his new attack, a kick. Just to be fully honest, the reason that aliens have new special moves is because I forgot to import some of their special move FX, and I didn't want to go back and do it because it's a lot of work, so instead I just made new ones. But I think overall the game's going to benefit from that, so don't complain. Alright, watch me kick them. Look at that! Isn't that awesome? Okay, those are all of the new aliens. Oh, we can still aim, by the way. The camera doesn't change, like it doesn't move to the side really. It usually moves to the side a lot, but I can figure out how to get that to work, so you'll be fine. But there you go. There is Ben 10,000 all shown off. You'll have way more fun with him in the free roam map, which I'm going to show off now. And his other one, the Null Void, so that'll be shown off in another video, but let's just get into it. So here is his Omnitrick City. Now, most of the improvements made in this version have been poured over to Ben Tennyson's, like Teenage Ben's Omnitrick City as well. So you'll be able to experience this with both Bens. So the first thing you'll notice is there's these bridges going across all of the city. Now there's multiple layers of these bridges. There's the water level. Actually, it's easier if I go and fly over. Watch this. There's the water level, and then there's a high level and a low level for the actual buildings. You see that? You have these 2 levels of bridges. Here, how I show as well. There you go. There's these 2 levels of these metallic bridges going across the entire city, and the reason I add these is so that now you can actually, instead of just parkouring, which is still very fun, you can also just walk across these and still have to parkour around at the same time. Before, the city was way too hard to move around in. So this helps a ton, and another reason I add this is so you can actually use Waybig in these, because like, how the hell is Waybig supposed to walk around in here without having bridges? So let me show you on these other ones, the water level ones, and then we'll get into some other new additions. Here he is. Look at that. Isn't this pretty beautiful? And so this is a really nice way to traverse the landscape. Now, next thing you'll notice is those markers. You see that? The flag? That is one of the new races. So I think this map probably has around 5. Let's see. Let's use Heat Blast. That's not Heat Blast. Actually, let's use Atomics. He's just so fun to roll around with. Like, so cool. Let's see. There's 1 flag over there, 1 over there, and 1 over there. So that's 3, 4, and 5. 6, actually. I think there's 6. No, 7. I think 7. There are 7 to 6 races now in this map. The Ben Tennyson version has less because he doesn't have flying aliens, but let's show one of them off. So the way these races work, well, I guess I should just fast forward. Okay, so let's show how these races work. So you step on these little platforms, you get a countdown, then you have these different rings that appear, and you have to go through these in order. 1, 2, you'll see the next one up ahead. The numbers actually phase through objects so you can see them really easily. 3, there's 4. Oh, I just saw 5 ahead. Right here, finish. There you go. So you'll notice there was a timer or a stopwatch on the top of the screen. If I were to go back over there, you'd actually be able to see the time it took us. There it is. 20 seconds and 46 milliseconds. So this is just a fun way to like test yourself, see how your speed is, just have a fun time. Sadly, these don't actually go to a leaderboard. I wanted to do that, but there's a limit on how many leaderboards you can have. I wanted to keep them for the arena mode, so sorry about that. But I will probably show these off in other videos, these other races, or you can just test them out yourself. I don't want to have to go through each race again, because, you know, I had to make them and playtest them. But that's one of the improvements. The next one is actually right ahead. There's a couple more landmarks in the sea now. Just to spice things up, you have these pillars in the ground here, you see? And there's actually a race on these. And then let's go into edit mode to show off some others. Over here, there's this spinning platform. As you'll notice, lots of these are reused assets, because I can't... Right here, this shows I don't have much room for more assets graphically. But I just wanted to add some things, just to spice it up. So you have this spinning platform. And then here we have this little, like, sea base. So just a couple new things, nothing huge. And I think that covers all the improvements to the Ben 10,000 city. They're pretty fun. I mean, with these bridges, it is so much more fun to traverse. You should try it out. It's just fun to have to, like, avoid these, like, things coming out of them and all that. It's much more fun than before, but you can still obviously always just traverse the rooftops on your own. So, oh, wait, no, I'm wrong. There's one more change. There is a bit of variety, and I mean that, just a bit of variety in the building color now. I did my best. It's tough to do, but you'll notice some of these buildings are different colors. You see this? These ones are more orange. You have these red ones over here. So there's just some color variation, which I know you guys were asking for. I did my best. I know there can be more done, but there you go. You see there's some green ones here mixed in with the orange. So I know the city looks very plain, and it still does, I know, but it's a small thing. I hope it helps. So that covers all the improvements to the Ben 10,000 city. So what is left to show off? I think that's it. We've shown off Ben 10,000, his new Omnitrix City free roam map, well, the updated Omnitrix City free roam map, and the rest of the stuff for him, like his new... Actually, let me show sneak peeks. The Null Void free roam map, which is honestly, like, maybe my favorite one now, and his arena, District 10,000, will be shown off in other videos, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But there is one more thing I want to talk about, which is I am announcing memberships. I've made this whole game the past 3 years without any, like, support, so I wanted to announce memberships to give you guys, like, you know, more insight in things, and also so I could have some support on the game, because I know it's been really hard to, like, send support over if you are interested. So memberships are a thing now. So if you go to the page with memberships, or if you click join, I think, you'll see there's 3 different tiers. There's some pretty neat things there, like each month you can, for like the highest one, you can ask me to make like a Ben 10 model. For one of them, you get like time lapses of all the things I've been recording, and I've been doing that already. I've been recording myself modeling new things you haven't even seen yet. Oh, don't look at that, that's a teaser, or a spoiler, don't look at that one. There's new models I've already started making with time lapses you'll be able to see. Lots of cool things. So check that out, and here's the cool thing. Once I get 10 memberships, again if I do, I might not get any. Once I get 10 memberships, I will be releasing set 6. A whole new set of 5 aliens, flying aliens. See, I was inspired by Ben 10,000's flying code and Atomix's flying code, that I decided it'd be really easy to make myself a flying set of aliens, so I've been working on that. So I will be releasing that set when I get to 10 memberships. That could be tomorrow, that could be in a year, but when I get those, that's when I'll be releasing it. So look forward to that. I think that's everything for this video. I'll have a couple more videos coming out showcasing Ben 10,000's new arena, the Null Void free roam map, and a couple more things with him probably. Oh, and I made an alien bestiary. I should have mentioned that. There's an alien bestiary now. That will also be showcased in another video. So all of that's coming. Probably not every 3 days like the YouTube event was, but that's everything coming out in the near future. So you're just gonna have to, for the rest of the stuff I'm working on, I don't have like a set release date or a set like date for YouTube uploads, so it's probably gonna be a lot more sporadic than it has been for the past couple months. But thank you for supporting me during the YouTube event, and I hope you like Ben 10,000. That's the end of the video. Thank you, goodbye.